You already know what it is. Lethal Talent 24, dive bombing at you with Team Eagles content. Yo, yeah, so the Eagles, they win against the Jets 31-6. And that's what I'm talking about from the defense, man. The defense came to play. They were on it today. And even though the Jets offensive line is just terrible, we were able to make them look like they were terrible. We made them look how they are. So that's what I'm proud of. I'm proud of this defense, making sure that we take care of the teams that are inferior to us. And that's what we did today. Shout out also, before I go into this, shout out to Jeremy Maclin. He retired. I made a video previously on it, but I just wanted to give a quick shout out to him. Show that 18, baby, Jeremy Maclin. So definitely wore this in honor of him today. Now, the defense obviously showed up. They balled out. Shout out to Orlando Scandrick, former Cowboy, former Chief, but he's mostly known for, going against us when he was with the Cowboys. Man, dude played well, very well in coverage, and he got a sack fumble. I mean, he robbed that dude straight up. He just straight up robbed him, and I loved it. I love seeing the quarterback get sacked. I mean, I wish from here on out every game is like this. But I know we're going to have some tough opponents in the that have better offensive line. So, but hey, I mean, all the guys that got sacks, Vinny Curry, Derek Barnett, Brandon Graham especially, I believe he had 3. Hassan Ridgeway, Deshaun Hall made an appearance, Josh Sweat. Now, Deshaun, I've been waiting for him to show up, for them to put him in. And he looked like he did in the preseason, just straight up balling, man. So we got to find ways to get him into the game, man, because I just believe that, at this point now, it just seems like he's knocking on that wall and he's ready to burst and show his talent. So I definitely think we need to get him in more, get him more snaps. But, I mean, as far as everybody, the defensive line, coverage as well, the receivers didn't get really much today. So, I mean, really all they had was Le'Veon Bell, and he wasn't able to do very much. Now, the offense, I didn't have a problem with it for the most part. I think they should have ran Jordan Howard more. I liked what I saw out of him. He definitely needs more carries, and he definitely needs to be not have the offense run through him, but he needs to be the premier back so that we can open up our pass game more. Because it seems like, especially when we get the ball at the 50-yard line, and we can't move it from there because Doug is just calling all these pass plays, pass. You have to run the ball. It is redundant at this point, and I feel like I'm beating a dead horse, but you have to run the ball. There's no reason why we have Jordan Howard, trade for him, and we don't use him as much. This committee stuff has got to stop. I'm sorry. If we're going to keep Jordan Howard, this committee stuff has got to stop. He needs to be the premier back and then mix Sanders in with Sproles, and that's basically it. I mean, for this year. I know we probably won't have Sproles next year. So, at that point, it'll probably be Clement. So, I mean, at this point, we need to make sure that, going forward, I think this should be like our staple of the offense. Make sure the run game is working so we can open up the pass game. Because when Deshaun gets back, you better watch out for us, for real. Now, this 3rd and long stuff with the penalties, I didn't like that. That was terrible. That needs to be cleaned up, especially when we're going against 2 really great wide receivers, and Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen against the Minnesota Vikings next game. So we have to make sure we're on point. Other than that, man, other than the special teams, debacle, all that stuff, I was really impressed by our defense. I really liked what I was seeing out of the offense the first drive. I didn't like the stutters and or the spurts where we couldn't move the ball. I didn't like that. Doug has to realize that running the ball is essential to this offense, point blank and period. Because as great as Carson Wentz can be, we need to make sure that we have that going. So, Alshon Jeffrey was, as doing as well as expected. He's doing great. Nelly had a couple catches, or actually he had a catch or whatnot, and I heard the crowd just giving it to him, and everybody's really happy. Yeah, he got the ball. Yeah, catch the ball, Aguilar. Because you catch one and you take it to the house after that. But yeah, that's really all I wanted to go in on. yeah, so Eagles take care of business. Hopefully the Cowboys lose, and so, you know, one, we can make fun of them, and two, we could be leading this division. So, you know, that's it. All right. EAGLES, Eagles, and that's what's up. We coming first place. Here we go. Be easy, y'all.